This is CBC Here and Now.
Good evening and welcome to Here and Now. I'm Anthony Germain and welcome to Alert Level 3. Much of our coverage tonight is about Alert Level 3, what's opening and how it's all supposed to work.
Tonight we'll also look at the relaunch of the Liberal leadership race. But first, some people have waited months for this, the chance to get a haircut. The 1949 barbershop is one of many to open its doors to customers after being shut down since mid-March when the pandemic started. But barbershops and hair salons are now opening under new rules, which means fewer customers in the store at a time and much more cleaning. And for the 1949 barbershop, there's another difference when it comes to the culture it created.
We're also not allowing customers to wait inside the barbershop. And that's what is going to take so much from us, because we have created such an environment that people love to have a chat, sit and interact with each other, but that's not going to happen any longer because of the protocols that we're supposed to observe.
Now, before we hear from Anthony tonight, just have a look at this. This is the last time Anthony was at the Avalon Mall on April 2nd. The province was on full lockdown. Nearly every store in the mall was closed, and the parking lot, you can see, was completely empty. And Anthony, tonight we're looking at quite a different scene.
Yeah, it was kind of tumbleweeds back then. I think the only car in the lot there, Carolyn, was a car that had broken down. It was kind of eerie and weird, but of course things have changed now. As you can see behind me. And also I have to say, being inside the mall today was almost uplifting to actually see so many people. A lot of young teenagers, no surprise, the mall was open, there's no school. So lots of young people, almost looked like a slight glimpse of things getting back to normal, although the lineups, people lined up with masks and people really sort of wandering around the mall looking a little bit more like things used to be, but of course not back to business just yet. Now, one of the people that Here and Now spoke to during this pandemic and during the crisis was Paul Toomey, and he was in there getting ready for the opening, and I had this conversation with him. Well, Paul, you've got a family-owned business. We can finally let things reopen slowly. What's the biggest challenge?
The biggest challenge is making sure we're following the rules and regulations, getting the markings on the floor, getting plexiglass in place, and then making sure that we're not sort of unaware of what we can do when customers arrive. So we're taking some time, as you can see from the store, to get ready and to have all of our markings in place and to make sure we have our procedures in place so that we know exactly what we're going to do to give our customers a good welcoming experience.
Well, as you know, it's been a while now since, your ordinary shopper in St. John's been able to walk around the mall. There's big lineups everywhere because of those very measures you mentioned. How big a hole are you in given the amount of shopping that has not happened?
It's pretty deep. And you go back to February when we lost 8 days because of Snowmageddon. And I've had other retailers tell me that an 8-day loss is the equivalent of probably about 30 to them, particularly in the food area, in the food court, because it takes that long for business to come back. Well, ours mightn't be quite that much, but certainly that 8 days translated into a lot more. And of course, these 3 months, just about 3 months, translate into quite a bit of time. It's going to take time for customers to be comfortable and want to come back. We're seeing some people today, which is great, but it's just going to take some time. So it's still a pretty deep hole. So we're starting well below zero when we start this comeback.
Last question for you. I know that you've spoken out about rent and some relief for that. I guess not all people who own shops and retailers are getting maybe the breaks on rent that they might need to survive, right?
Yeah, I still believe, number one, that the government approached that one the wrong way, that they should have gone to the tenants and let them do the application process instead of leaving it in the hands of the landlords. So then we had to worry as a tenant of, is our landlord going to apply or is he not? I know cases where landlords haven't. Our landlord has said yes, they are going to participate in the program, but we don't know the details yet as to what level, but I'm fully confident that we'll qualify and we will get some rent relief. But rent relief, when you've been closed for 3 months, you need a whole lot more than that to get started again.
Listen, really appreciate your time. Is that a Leafs mask you have there?
Yes, it is a Leafs mask. And we have Canadians masks too.
I'll let you put it on because the only way to keep a Leafs fan quiet is probably with that. Here's a virtual handshake. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
So Paul, like a lot of other business owners, hoping the cars you see in the lot will bring customers to a store, is giving him a hard time. As a Leafs fan with that mask, well, as an Ottawa Senators fan, I actually wear a bag, so he's actually in a better place than I am. It's interesting, you think about it, was this time last year the St. Louis Blues were closing in to become the winners of the Stanley Cup. This is a time of year where people will be lining up to pubs and other places to go and watch a big game. Not the same, as we all know, and for restaurants, a really serious challenge. And we have an amazing story for you now about a restaurant in St. John's that's finding a very unique way to cope with the new COVID-19 regulations.
Guys, how does it feel to be out at a real restaurant again?
Speechless. Christmas. It feels great. It feels great to be back out in the world, for sure.
Doesn't feel real. Speaking of doesn't feel real, what do you think of your dining companions?
Very fashion forward, for sure.
I guess this is my double bubble now. So I don't know if we leave together after this or...
We've got some mannequins done up. They're dressed super cool by Mandy Lee Daw, because we wanted to use social distancing in our place, but we saw the idea on the internet of restaurants and bars using mannequins down south and also in Europe, so there's no new ideas, you just steal them.
Well, first when it was mentioned to me, it reminded me so much of Kevin McAllister in Home Alone. So I pictured them like dancing in the window.
Are any of them booby trapped now, or are they going to spring up? On a scale of 1 to strange, what was this job like for you?
Not strange at all, really. I think it's going to bring like a lot of fun. People are getting a kick out of it, I think. And yeah, it's just like a liveliness to the place.
What are they like as dinner companions?
They're really good. They don't say a whole lot. It's nice and peaceful and quiet.
Mandy's stuff for me, just exudes music. And our property is, we celebrate music. Life without music is not life. And really looking forward to seeing people moving around and getting back to some sense of normalcy again that we knew prior to the pandemic. And it's hopeful because life goes on and we all adjust and we adapt to whatever the situation is. And I think that it's almost like a rebirth in some ways without trying to sound too corny.
They've got the mannequins here to help with the physical distancing, but do you think it also helps to maybe cut the tension a little bit on a day like this?
Absolutely. When I first came in and I saw the mannequins, you can't help but smile, and I think that really fits with the atmosphere of the Jag Hotel too.
For sure. I mean, when you first come out, especially if you've been in quarantine and abiding by it, you almost feel like you're walking on the moon for the first time coming outside, And this certainly seems a bit alien to me, so that kind of plays into that very well.
And that was Zach Gowdy in downtown St. John's speaking with the owner of Jag Restaurant. Well, today we moved into alert level 3 with no new cases of COVID-19, and there are only 2 active cases of the illness. It means that easing the restrictions from the last alert level didn't cause any new cases, so could we go even further? Here and Now's Peter Cowan is looking at that issue tonight in the newsroom. So Peter, what's the thinking here?
Carolyn, if you look at a place like New Zealand, which is very similar to us, they locked down quickly, they managed to keep the number of cases low. They're celebrating the fact that they have 0 active cases. Everyone has now recovered. And what they've decided to do is they've lifted almost all the restrictions in their country. So even large gatherings like sporting events and concerts are able to go ahead. And like this province, they've got restrictions on who can come in and everyone must quarantine. So when we get to that level, will we be doing something similar? Well, today Dr. Janice Fitzgerald says they're taking a much more cautious approach here.
All the evidence right now would point to the fact that the prevalence in our province is low, but it is not, we cannot confirm that it is 0. So to put that, that train of thinking out there could be potentially worrisome, because we still have to be cautious that this virus can come in. So people are entering the province and can bring in the virus.
Anyone entering the province does have to isolate for 14 days, and so far there isn't any evidence that people haven't been abiding by those orders that are in place. But now that we've moved to alert level 3, you may be wondering, how long is it going to take to get to alert level 2? Will it be the same 28 days? Well, today we got a little more information from Dr. Fitzgerald. She says it won't be any faster than 2 weeks. So we're going to be into this alert level for at least 2 weeks, likely maybe 3 weeks. It all depends on how we do with cases. The key things she's going to be looking out for is not only how many cases we have, but what's the source of transmission. Someone coming in from travel, like the case we had just over a week ago, is a whole lot less of a concern. So those will all be things to watch for in the next couple weeks. Carolyn?
Thanks so much, Peter. That's Here and Now's Peter Cowan reporting live. Well, in other news tonight, the body of a 24-year-old man who went missing in Gander Bay this weekend has been found. Search and rescue crews recovered the body late this afternoon. The man was a passenger on a Sea-Doo when it flipped near the shore of Clark's Head on Saturday afternoon. A bystander was able to rescue the operator of the Sea-Doo but could not reach the other man in time. Police say the deceased was not wearing a life jacket. Meantime, police say a body recovered this weekend from a beach in Placentia Bay is that of a fisherman who went missing late last month. Isaac Kettle is the fourth of the 4 crew members to be recovered from the Sarah Ann, which went down off St. Lawrence. The other 3 bodies were recovered in the days after the boat sank. Well, the provincial Liberal leadership race that was put on hold by COVID-19 is back on. Candidate John Abbott held an official relaunch today, and Here and Now also spoke with candidate Andrew Furey. Mark Quinn reports.
John Abbott says what was once a coronation is now a proper race that he can win. And he came out swinging with some bold ideas like ditching Nalcor.
Nalcor has written the darkest chapter in our history. It has lost its right to exist. I will shut it down and put it back in hydro where it belongs.
Abbott also says he'll fight with Ottawa's help to protect ratepayers from Muskrat Falls.
The province has set a target of 13.5 cents. That's our bottom line. So until we get a guarantee that our rates won't go up 1 red cent beyond that, I will not turn on those generators. Not 1 watt comes out of Muskrat Falls until we get that guarantee.
Abbott says we need oil to rebuild our economy, and even with that, he argues this province is doomed without a federal bailout.
It is imperative that we transition to a greener economy. But if Ottawa fails our oil industry, the economic devastation will be so great, we will never get that chance. That's our truth, and Ottawa knows it.
Andrew Furey says he also has plans to turn the province around financially, and he'll reveal them over the next few weeks. He didn't hold an official relaunch event today, and he doesn't plan to hold one face-to-face with journalists.
We're going to use the virtual platforms to engage people and to spread the message. Right now, I think a lot of households out there, a lot of families are still concerned about COVID, concerned about the economic crisis. We're planning to have a more sensitive approach to the public.
Furey says in some ways becoming premier will be an extension of his medical career.
I'm only 44. I want to step up. I don't want to be a career politician. I want to step up in this time of crisis. I've been treating sick patients my whole life. I see the province as a sick patient now and want to turn my attention there. But once we're out of the OR with the province, I need to kind of go back to the OR and treating patients.
The Liberal Party of Newfoundland and Labrador says it will choose a new leader on August 3rd. Anyone who intends to vote has until June 28th to register. Mark Quinn, CBC News, St. John's.
Now, the Furey camp is already facing a controversy. That's because a Liberal cabinet minister's assistant has invited 11 other ministerial aides to work on Furey's campaign with suggestions they make calls during normal working hours. Furey launched his campaign back in March and had the support of cabinet ministers who showed up for his event. Now, an email from a minister's assistant asks Liberal staffers to indicate which time slots they would like to work the phones for Furey. The email says, quote, "You guys can either make phone calls from our call center or make calls from home." And the email says makes volunteering during normal working hours an option by offering time slots between 10 a.m. to 12 noon or from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. A third option is 5:30 to 8 p.m., which is mostly outside of working hours. These staffers have political jobs but are paid by taxpayer dollars. Normal working hours hours for the government are considered to be between 7 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. The Premier says political support staff, quote, are permitted to volunteer on a campaign as long as it's on their own time outside of working hours. Today, Furey says this employee has done nothing wrong.
To my knowledge, she sent it on her lunchtime. She sent it on a non-government email to other non-government emails. People are free to do what they want outside their work time hours, and so I don't think that she was excited to do it. You know, I'm sure she would like to have not done it, but I don't see, given the fact that it was done on lunchtime, that she's done anything terribly wrong.
And today, Furey's contender, John Abbott, is calling for an apology from Furey. And opposition leader Ches Crosby says this amounts to an abuse of power.
It's wrong. It's unfair. Those people are hired to work with their ministers and their MHAs on behalf of the people of the province and the government. So they're not paid to do political partisan activity. They know that. The rules are quite clear. Their contracts are quite clear.
It's an abuse of power to have people being paid by the public during an economic crisis and a public health crisis being asked and offered slots to work for a partisan Liberal trying to take over the Liberal Party and therefore the premiership. That's not getting off on the right foot.
In other news tonight, thousands of people showed support for the Black Lives Matter movement during a rally in St. John's on the weekend. It's the chant leading anti-racism protests in the United States and around the world. On Saturday, thousands rallied at Confederation Building in support of the Black Lives Matter movement. People in the crowd kneeled to show respect for Black people who have been killed in police custody. The peaceful rally was organized by a newly established Black Lives Matter NL group. Zainab Jarrett has lived in the province for 28 years and says she felt overwhelmed to see so much public support.
But young people from all cultures in Newfoundland here trying to say, okay, let's now do something about the problems we have globally. Actually, it's not just Newfoundland problem, it's global problem. And we need to realize that we are all the same. The more we come together as human race, the better.
We are not saying that Newfoundlanders are not nice people. In fact, it is one of the qualities that make this province different. There are really, really nice and good people here. But racism has nothing to do with being nice. You can be really a nice person and still be racist.
And people were civil, respected the rules, and it's also very comforting to see that people that are outside of our community came to support us. And I wish that this is just the first seed that we're planting for better things in the future.
It's a beautiful evening here in the Gut and Kitty Vidi. However, there is some snow in the forecast for parts of the province. I'll have all the details coming up.
During this COVID-19 pandemic, life is different for you, for me, and for all of us at Here and Now. We're working apart and working from home, like so many of you, to maintain a distance and keep each other safe. These are historic times. These are changing times, and here's a change we're happy to announce. Starting on Monday, June 15th, Here and Now will return to a 60-minute newscast, a full hour of your stories and the essential information you need the most.
Weather update is brought to you by the sold-out HCF Home Lottery. Thank you, Newfoundland and Labrador. Your support has been overwhelming. Prize winners will be announced on June 25th at hcfhomelottery.ca.
Today turned out to be fairly nice after some rainy weather on Sunday. Temperatures today is actually the hot spot here in St. John's. Let's take a look at what we reached. A temperature near 20 degrees, which marks the 7th day that we've hit the 20-degree mark. That didn't happen until July, the middle of July of last year. So we're certainly in good shape. Temperatures not warm everywhere. Gander only reached a high near 7 degrees so far today, 9 in Happy Valley, Goose Bay, and then a similar temperature up through Nain earlier today. So we do have an area of low pressure moving through right now. We've got some showers on the go in the east coast, and as we head through, or on the west coast rather, and as we head through the night tonight, we are looking at the potential for some wet snow for the northern peninsula, the higher elevations on the west coast, and through the southern half, well, pretty much everywhere through Labrador. You're looking at the risk of some wet snow tonight. Not anticipating that it will accumulate. We may see it stick to grassy surfaces, but it shouldn't last very long. And really that's going to stick for us up through Labrador pretty much through the day tomorrow as well. But as we head through the night tonight, we are looking at the potential for a few showers for the majority of the island. It'll be an unsettled evening, and that's what's going to happen as we head through the day tomorrow as well. However, we will see some peaks of sun in the mix. Likely going to see the showers, the potential for showers anyway, end in the morning for the Avalon, and then clearing skies through the day tomorrow. Winds will be anywhere from 20 to as much as 40 kilometers per hour through the day, but you can see going to stay generally unsettled. Some periods of rain moving through certainly in the afternoon and evening hours for the west coast and through parts of central. And then the good news is that a ridge of high pressure moves in for Wednesday, so it'll clear things out for the most part. Here's where we'll be sitting temperature-wise, a little bit cooler in the east, reaching a high near 13 degrees for St. John's, but warmer as you head through central and the west coast, reaching those double digits. And then again, that potential for a few flurries or some wet snow in the mix for the first half of the day tomorrow, pretty much for the northern peninsula and all of Labrador. But again, as we head into Wednesday, those temperatures are climbing, so we can say goodbye to that potential for some flurries. 13 degrees in Lab City, pretty similar temperatures right across the board for the island, with that potential for a few showers in the mix, but again, a little bit more sunshine in play as well. As we head through the next couple of days, we're looking at temperatures climbing. As we head into the middle and end of the week, we're looking at anywhere from 16 to 18 degrees. Looks like sunshine, and then the potential for some showers on Saturday. For western and central Newfoundland, you're looking at that warm up as well. However, the weekend's looking a little bit gray for you on the west coast at this point. And then for western Labrador, temperatures in the teens to the end of the week, and even reaching the 20-degree mark for eastern Labrador. So I got a lot of photos of a strange cloud formation this weekend. It's a lenticular cloud, if you got to see that. This is a shot from Flat Rock. Thank you so much for sending that in. If you have any weather photos to share with us, send them to nlphotos@cbc.ca.
During this COVID-19 pandemic, life is different for you, for me, and for all of us at Here and Now. We're working apart and working from home, like so many of you, to maintain a distance and keep each other safe. These are historic times. These are changing times, and here's a change we're happy to announce. Starting on Monday, June 15th, Here and Now will return to a 60-minute newscast, a full hour of your stories and the essential information you need the most. The Prime Minister appears poised to push for a measure to improve the transparency of RCMP interactions with the Canadian public, and he spoke with the RCMP Commissioner this morning.
Our call, one of the things we discussed was the adoption of body cameras. It is something that is, in my opinion, what we need to move forward with.
Justin Trudeau notes recent protests make it clear many Indigenous and Black people are afraid of how the police respond to them. Trudeau says body cameras could help clarify events, but notes there are technical concerns for how they might work in remote communities. Well, we'll leave you tonight with this. It's a lost baby moose in Deer Lake looking for its mother. Kendra Berry sent us this video. The young moose find its way to its mother. The mother will appear, staring everyone down, and the moose gets away safely with